Sanjana, the mains in Civil Service Examination 2022 is hardly a month away. In fact, I think it's just about another 25 days. And as you know best, given your experience as well, it's a very anxious phase. Students are working around the clock to finish syllabus, get practice, and yet there is enormous work to do. It is a mountain to climb, and it adds to their pressure and stress. And it, in fact, is a very crucial phase. Even those who get ranks earlier have to go through it all over again. There is no escape for anybody. So, what would be your message as a ranker and as a young role model to many aspirants who are preparing for these exams? What would be your message to our students, to the student community who is appearing in the upcoming mains on September 16th?
Prelims to mains itself is a very grueling process, but once day 30 is near, or when we are on day 30, I think mind functions in a very unusual way. So usually what our mind tells us is, it's okay, you have next attempt to do whatever is possible and take things easily. We will see what happens in next attempt. Next attempt will be better. But I would advise all those who are preparing for mains to not fall prey to this unusual clutter in mind. So just ensure that you have maintain your mental balance. So keep yourself occupied in a positive way, have positive bent of mind, keep talking to your mentors, to your seniors, to your friends. Ensure that whatever you have done in the last 60 odd days, you'll be able to do the next 30 days in the same fashion as well. So the process from day 90 to day 60 to day 30 itself is a very big thing. Once you have done that well in a disciplined way and in a hard and have worked hard, you can repeat that in the next 30 days as well. But it's just the priorities that now change. So from now, I think one should give lot of time to revise optional, to revise how you do your essay and your ethics. You can stop doing optional on day 15 and then start optional after completing the GS4 paper after the exam. So because there's 5 days gap, now you can stop optional on day 15. And do have a very good idea of how to approach essay, how to write essay, ethics paper. And once when you are very good with your strategy, also do keep revising the crisp notes that you make. Here, what I would really emphasize is on any notes that you made on quotes that you can reuse in essay or ethics, or data sheets. For example, in economy, we quote a lot of data, economy relevant data like agriculture data or industry data or skill or employment data. So keep revising data sheets because they operate on a short term memory basis, and also keep revising case studies or example that you can quote in any of the GS papers. So this is how I would request all the mains going students to think about exam. And lastly, I would like to tell that think of every attempt or this mains as a do or die situation, but don't die. So that's how I saw it. This is a do or die situation for me, but I will not die at the end of it. I would definitely still remain alive.
I think the message is that you should keep the fighting spirit alive despite the stress and the odds. Do not think too much and do not let the pressure take away your fighting spirit. And I think the other very important message is that now is time to focus on optional ethics and essay. And the last 15 days, just stop your optional, because optional you can again take it up after your GS4. In the examination, you have about 5 days gap between GS papers, the last GS paper, and optional. So you can once again redo optional in those 5 days and dedicate the last 15 days to essay and GS papers. And also make a lot of crisp notes in the last 15 days for quick revision. Crisp notes of things you are likely to forget, things which are likely to not remain in your memory for a long time, like data, quotes, keywords, some statements, case studies, these kind of things. Try to keep sheets, data sheets, quotes sheets, case study sheets, and so on, such that you can quickly revise them and reproduce them in the exam. Isn't it?
Yes, sir.